The video rental shop. A bygone era, and a fascinating one to study in retrospect. Back in the 80s and 90s, these places practically took over the world when it came to the distribution of films. Blockbuster, Hollywood Video, Movie Gallery, Family Video, these places were everywhere. And that's not even counting the mom and pop stores. And then, one day...
This really is the end of an era. Blockbuster will close all of its remaining stores, about 300 of them.
5 others and the Rio Rancho location are shutting down.
How did this happen? What caused such a defining titan in movie culture that we as a society took for granted to become a distant memory? Well, perhaps Daniel Herbert, a former video rental shop employee, perhaps best known for his book Videoland, can provide some insight.
Actually, a lot of people blame Netflix streaming for the death of the video store, but that's not actually what started the problem. It's actually the invention of DVD.
Before we tackle how the video rental shop era ended, let's briefly address how it began, because both events happened for essentially the same reason: the advancement of video distribution technology. The year is 1977. RCA introduces its VHS format to the US market to compete in a format war against Betamax, introduced to the US by Sony the previous year. Enter Andre Blay, an entrepreneur out of Farmington Hills, Michigan, who had already established a business out of distributing audio and video equipment through his company, Magnetic Video. Blay took it upon himself to contact the major Hollywood studios of the time and inquire about licensing some of their films for video retail. 20th Century Fox was the only company on board, and Blay signed a contract with them in July of 1977.
By special arrangement with 20th Century Fox, Magnetic Video Corporation is proud to offer the following major motion picture on video cassette.
Magnetic Video and Blay originally wanted people to buy the tapes and own movies like the way you would have a book collection or a record collection, right? But that didn't really take off with VHS. The prices were very high. They were like $100 a tape, which in the late 70s, early 80s was a lot of money. It's still a lot of money.
In collaboration with Magnetic Video, 20th Century Fox released 50 titles, which were then distributed to retail stores and sold for $49.95. Andre Blay experimented with his venture by launching the Video Club of America, through which, for a one-time payment of $10, customers could subscribe to get films on videocassette mailed to them for 20% off the list price. Enter George Atkinson, a California businessman perhaps best known today as the father of the American home video rental shop. As Blay's Video Club of America was proving to be very successful, Atkinson decided to take advantage of the success by buying an entire set of Blay's movies, both on Betamax and VHS. With these films, Atkinson sought to build his pre-existing camera store by offering customers a chance to rent them overnight. Going off of Blay's membership model, he priced his memberships at $50 for a year and $100 for a lifetime, after which customers can rent videos for just $10 a night. Like Video Club of America, Atkinson's rental business, which he renamed to Video Station, proved to be so successful that not only did he end up franchising it, but several people in the Los Angeles area followed in his footsteps and created their own video rental shops. And as Hollywood studios steadily became less and less resistant to the video industry due to its viability, the video rental industry would expand more and more and continue to thrive throughout the 80s and into the 90s. Nothing could stop it. Absolutely nothing. Right? The day is March 24th, 1997. Video rental has been going strong for almost 2 decades. VCR ownership in the US is roughly at 82%. Meanwhile, a brand new format for watching movies is launched.
This is DVD.
The Digital Video Disc, or DVD. By the end of 1997, roughly 300,000 DVD players were bought, and major movie production companies would start putting their films on this new digital format. So what problems could this have presented for the video rental stores? Well,
the industry promoted DVD as having better visual quality and better audio quality, and those things are true. But what's more important is that the marketing around DVD was to buy them rather than rent them. And so the whole business model of video rental stores was damaged by the DVD.
Looking at this bar graph, we can see that as buying DVDs became more and more popular, buying and renting VHS took a consistent nosedive. It also doesn't help that during this period, Netflix will be founded and start out by doing essentially the same order-by-mail model that Andre Blay's Video Club of America did back in the early home video era, only this time with DVDs. And that's not even taking into account one of its main selling points to fight against stores like Blockbuster.
All the DVDs you want, starting at only $9.99 a month. No late fees.
Way to rub it in their faces, Netflix.
There was such hype around DVD as being a kind of high quality medium for watching movies. So if you were a cinephile especially, then it was like this really great technology because movies looked better, right? They genuinely looked better on DVD, sounded better on DVD than they did on VHS. So as a kind of consumer, I was also excited by DVD. As a manager at a video store though, it was really tricky because suddenly stores had to buy both formats, and DVDs are more easily damaged than VHS. On a VHS tape, you can still play it. If parts of it get warped, it just plays through and it looks weird for a second, but then it looks okay again. With DVD, if there's a scratch, and so they were really not good commodities for a rental model.
Predictably, the video rental stores would desperately try to keep up with the digital age, but would fail as video disc technology evolved, as well as the internet, on which people can now indulge themselves in the wavering convenience of the streaming era, and thus the majority of video rental stores would fade into oblivion, and the only ones that exist today are curious nostalgic tourist spots. For example, the last Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon, on which there was an entire documentary, and if there exists a video rental shop in your area, I would highly encourage you to shop at it. Cherish it, because it most likely won't be around for much longer.
In a glass case of emotion, I'm your anchor woman, Haley Minogue.